I am going to tell you about another thing. Okay, about another thing. Do you guys know how to execute a string? I know that is kind of, you guys didn't understand that what I told you. Now let's go to a Python file. Now simple thing. What is the most simple thing we can do? Print hello world. Correct. Now what if I gave you a string? This is a Python command, but what is this? This is a string, right? This is a string, right? This is a string. In the string, I have. Can you guys see? Guys at the back row, can you see the string? Can you see the? Now you can see print hello world. Now this is not a Python command. This is a Python string, right? Now if I execute this, you will see the string again, right? Right? Now what I want to do is I want to execute this string. That means I want to get the same result in the first cell using this string. That is what I want to do, right? Do you know how to do that? There is a function called exec. Exec this string, right? Then that function will execute that string as a Python command, right? Right? Guys, okay. Now 3 plus 4 times 4 to the power 2 divided by 3.5 4 plus 7. This is a Python command, right? Right? Guys, please hear me. This is a Python command. You will see the result. Now, this is not you have. You will have a string. Now, if you print this, you will find the string. But that is not I want. I want to get the result of this one using only the string. So how to do that? Exec the string. Then I have to print the result here. Print. This is the correct way, right? Print. So this is the string I have to enter. Right? Correct? Right? Guys, did you understand? There is a function called exec. Using exec, you can execute Python commands as a string, right? Okay. Now, guys, please hear me. Now, these are simple things, right? Let's write a simple Python program about few lines, right? For I in range 10, print I times 2, right? This is a simple program to print 10 numbers, right? Now I want to execute this. I have a string. I want to convert this Python code to a string. How can I do that? Can we do something like this? Can we do? No. Why? Python works differently. It needs tabs, right? It works with tabs. It needs to structure correctly. Otherwise, the Python program will not work, right? So what we need to do is, guys, are you with me? Okay. Now what we want to do is, I go to desktop and create a new text file. Test Python. Okay. And inside that Python file, I'm going to write the, and I'm going to change the extension to Python. Okay. Now I have a Python file, 2 lines in that. It may be a complex code than that, but for this example, I will use only 2 lines, right? Use only 2 lines. Now, in the next step, what I want to do is, I need to, let's say, ls here. You can say, in the test Python file, we have this code, right? Open this file and read the content. With open test Python file, here you are getting the 2 lines in that Python file as a string, right? As a string. Now you can execute this, right? Correct? Now the next thing is, now we are going to be hackers, right? We need to send this string to another computer, right? That is what we want to do, right? But here you will see there is a /r/n. I think you know the meaning of these things. /n means new line, /r is end of the row, right? These are specific characters. We cannot send these characters free. We need to convert these characters to some kind of form that we can send. This is the way we do that. There is a library called base64. Import base64. Then we say base64.encode content. What we do is, we encode the content we have up there. So this should be B64, right? Okay. Now you can see that there is no slash characters. I mean, special characters. Only A, B, C, D, E, F, and alphanumeric characters, right? Now, if you want to see the text again, what you should do is base64 B64 decode these things, and there you will get the string again, right? Now you need to execute this. You need to execute this string. How to do that? First, you have to convert that back to original characters. Then what? Exec, right? Then I would say exec okay, decode it with the string. Then next, please tell me if you didn't get this, if you lost the track, please tell me. You will definitely, this is how we are going to solve the challenge. I'm already giving you hints, right? If you don't understand it, please tell me. Did you follow this, guys? Yeah. Okay. Next thing. Okay. Next thing is the languages you need, right? To be a legit hacker, you need to understand. You need to know like huge list of languages: C++, C#, JavaScript, Java. I mean, all the possible languages. All the possible languages you need to know. Okay, but for this challenge, you know, you don't need to know that. You just need to have a basic understanding of PHP, HTML, and MySQL. Okay, those are the things you need to know. And PHP, I'm not going to talk about PHP. And HTML, I'm sure you know. You have learned it in grade 10, I think. And MySQL, you need to know. And do you guys know what MySQL is? Guys, do you know what MySQL is? MySQL is a database. MySQL is a database, okay? In MySQL language, you can create databases, create tables, add content to databases, delete rows, update the data, everything, right? For example, you have when you log into Facebook, right? You enter password and a username, and when you hit enter, if the password is wrong, it will say the password is incorrect. If the password is correct, you will enter to the Facebook, right? So where that information is stored, it is stored in the database, right? So MySQL is the language we use to create databases, to extract data from the databases, to insert data, right? I'm not going to talk about MySQL very long because you are new to that. I'm going to show you only a single command, okay? So I told you guys to install XAMPP, right? Here you will see MySQL, and I'm going to start and go to admin. I just see, okay? I don't want you guys to memorize this, okay? I just want you to see this thing. That's all I want to do. You have to start the Apache server too, okay? Okay, here you can create a new database. Let's say experiment. Okay, this is the way you create a database. And you can go to SQL and type in create table users, let's say users. And you can add columns to users. We will say ID. It is an integer. It is not null. And it is primary key. It is auto increment. Okay. Then name. It is a text. It is not null. Then say telephone number. It is an integer, right? 11 numbers, not null. After that, you can go to this button and click go. And here you will see the users table has created. You have ID, name, and telephone number, right? Correct? Got it? Then you have you can insert data to SQL. And you don't want to know the SQL commands in this SQL platform. There are commands already given to you. Now what you want to do is insert. Okay. Now you click on insert button, and automatically the command will appear. And since the ID is auto increment, I remove this, and I just say name is Yasiru, telephone number is this one, and go. And if you go to users, now you will see the name and telephone number, right? Right, guys. Okay, that's all. Now we are going to go to the interesting part. Okay, now enough with the chatting and showing commands. I see you guys are sleepy, and that boring part is over. Now we have created a website for you guys. Okay, a website for you guys, and we have hosted that website in this Raspberry Pi. You can see the Raspberry Pi here. Okay, and that Raspberry Pi is connected to internet. Now, if you want to see that, now just type the IP address of the server 123.231.60.98. In the website, you will see the site we created. Right? Okay, you can type in the URL 123.231.60.98. Then you will see 3 folders. Go to website folder and you will see the website. The guys who connected via the Zoom link can also do this. They also can see this website. Okay. Okay. Now, where is that website? It is in the Raspberry Pi. Okay. We have okay, this is the IP address. 1, 2, 3, 3. Can you guys see? Can you guys see the website? Can you guys see the website? Okay. Now, let's see how we did that. Okay, the topic is port forwarding. Now, this is the Raspberry Pi. Now, our router. The router is this white color one. Okay, the white color one, the Raspberry Pi is connected to white color router. Then, inside that router, there are many clients, a phone, a laptop maybe. And if they type in the address, type this IP address, they can see the website. Okay, but are you guys logging to this router? No. Then how can you see that? Your phone is here, right? You are connecting to the Raspberry Pi through the internet, through the router to the Raspberry Pi. Right? So what you did is you type this IP address. You type this IP address. That is the router's IP address, not the Raspberry Pi. Okay, guys, not the Raspberry Pis, but of the router. And you are sending a request to this router. Okay, give me the website. Give me the website. But this router doesn't know what to do. That router doesn't even know there is a website in the localhost, right? So we do something called port forwarding. In port forwarding, we say to the router, okay, if you get a request like this is what you want to do. That is what port forwarding means. I'm not going to show you how to do that because we don't have any time, and I see you guys are sleeping. Okay, that would be boring. Okay, so I will just say what I did, and I have told the router, if you get a request from a computer or something to your address, to your 80th port, what you want to do is forward that request to the Raspberry Pi, right? If you get a request, then forward that request to the Raspberry Pi. That is what we have done. That in that way, we have opened the Raspberry Pi to the internet. Even someone from America can see that, can see this website. Okay, correct? Got it? And if you want to do something like this, I have given you a resource. You can read that resource and try to do that. If you want to do that, what you want to do is go to your repository you have downloaded. It is here, and links. Go to links and set up web server. You have the link. Go to that link, and you will see all the information you need to do that using Raspberry Pi. Okay, got it? I'm not going to show you anything, and here I have given you the link. It is long, so but you can. It is long, but it is easy. There are few steps, but that is very easy. Okay, you can do it in like 10 minutes. Okay, that is enough. Okay, now the challenge. Okay, now this is the interesting part. Now I will show you the. Now, guys, I need you to form groups. Let's form groups. 5 for each. I think is enough. Guys, listen up. This is the architecture of the challenge. We have okay. We have a router. It's this router. Okay. Then we have a victims machine. What is that? It is this machine. Okay. It is this one. This one here, and attackers machine. That is this one, and it may be you. I want you guys to be hackers now. Okay. Now my phone is also connected to SDS router, and your laptops are also connected to SDS router. And this is why I told you guys to create groups. I see here like I don't know, 30 people. If you all connected to this router cannot handle the bandwidth. Okay, so please disconnect all and connect one person per group for this router. Okay, let's do like that. One person per group. If you don't know the password is Salio4G. Okay, be quick, guys. One person per group to the router. The password is Salio4G. Team machine is at 192.168.8.102. Okay, so open up a tab, type 192.168.8.102, and you will see PiMora 2.1. Go to that and go to website. and here you will see the website again. Unfortunately, the guys from the Zoom link cannot do this because I have cut off the connections for the website, because this is a vulnerable website. Okay, anyone can hack this machine from even from the American, right? That is a risk. So I have cut off the connection. So this activity can do only the people here. Guys, now we are going to hack. So listen up, okay? Now this website I created is for check the latency of the servers, okay? If you want to see the latency between, latency means how long it takes to reach to the Google or something, let's say YouTube, Facebook, anything. If you want to see the time it takes to reach to Google or something, you can use this website. That is why I created this one. Okay. Now let's say I want to check the latency of the YouTube. YouTube. Oh my God. This is the usual situation. Okay. When we try to access the feature of the website, they will say first, okay, we can do that, but first you have to sign in, right? That is the usual case. But I have the username because I am the one who created it, and I have the password too. Here I have the password. Password login. Okay. Now I can I have logged into the game website, and I can again say YouTube and check latency. Now 100% success, no packet loss. Latency is 51 milliseconds. It took 51 milliseconds to reach the YouTube server, and YouTube server is at 142, 250, 77, 78. That is the story, right? This is a website we created. Now the challenge I am going to give you 3 challenges, and you have already know. I have already taught you how to solve the challenge 2. You have all the knowledge now. I want you guys to log into this. I want you guys to log into this account. Now, you don't know the password, I know, but I want you guys to log in. I will give you 3 minutes to think about it. I don't give you the, I will give you the username. Username is not private, right? Everyone knows everyone's username. That is a public information. The password is the secret. I don't give you the password, but you have to log in. I will come to the audience and please give me some suggestion. We have a easy method. Okay. Okay, guys, listen up. This is the thing. When we press the login, this is what is going. This is what going to happen. It is going to go to the MySQL database. Okay. Then it is going to select all, star means all, from users table. Select all from users table. Okay. Users means the users who can access the website, right? Correct. Then it is going to select users where username is equals to which, what? Yasiru 123. That is the username. Is that the only condition? Is that the only condition? Is that the only match? So what is the way we write that? And password is equals to my password. This is the condition, right? Otherwise, you cannot do that. I'm sure you have tried to log in using another password. I don't know whether you did, but if you type in another password, you cannot. Authentication error occurred. Okay. Now, let's say how to manipulate this code. Okay. Think about it. Think about it. Now, this is the weakness. I say select all from users where username is this and the password is this. What if we erase this? What if we erase this? Can you hear me now? Okay. Now, if we add the hash, that part will be commented out. So let's do that. Please do that. Yasiru. Then what? Hash. Let's try login. Okay. There is a problem. We cannot do that. There is an error occurred. Why is that? Your programmers, you have to see this thing. If we comment out this one, what will happen? There is no closing single quote, right? So before we comment out, we have to insert the single quote here, and we can copy this one and paste it here. Only single comma in only a single condition you can log in, right? That is why I told you hacking is a thing that we already know. You have to think different. That's all, right? Correct, guys? Okay. Now you have logged in. Now next challenge is to gain access to that computer. How can we do that? This website is in that computer. Okay. In that computer, this we have hosted this website inside that laptop. Now, if you have this website, that means you have that one. Now, I want you guys to hack that computer. I will give you 1 minute because we don't have much time. You can see the, okay. I think there is no point giving time because you don't know this thing. I will show you how to do that. Okay. Now, if you carefully read the text here I have given, I have already told you what to do. Okay. Okay. This is a vulnerable website created specially for ethical hacking beginners. The text box below has the code execution vulnerability. That is the weakness it has. And use that to gain access to that computer. That's all. Correct? If you have problems, ask in Sinhala, no matter. Okay. Now, the thing we have to do this using website is ping a Google server, or not a Google, any server. Okay. Now, when we press this button, think, guys, think. I have taught you this. If you want to see the latency, what is the command? What is the way we do that in our computers? It is ping, right? Ping, just ping. So that is the exact thing we do in the website. When we give a website, what we'll do is we just say ping, then the server we give. After that, we process the string and display. That's all. That is the thing. Thing happens inside the website. So how can we exploit this? I have already taught you that. Go to command prompt. Now I want to ping the Google. This is what we do. Ping google.com. I have already showed this, so I'm not going to show this. But you can execute 2 commands in one, right? That also I taught. So just say n, let's say dir, then first it's going to ping, then what? Then it's going to execute dir, right? So in our web server, when we say google.com and press enter, what that website will do, take this string, place a ping before that, then execute. So what if we instead we say only Google, what if say and another command? Do you know how to open Paint using command line interface? If you go to Paint, if you go to command line and type in MS Paint, the paint will appear, right? That is how you do that. So what if you say google.com and MS Paint? What it will do is going to add a ping before and execute this. Automatically, it will execute ping command. Let's try that. Let's try this one. Got it? Got it? Guys? Got it? I think you get it. Okay. Now I will close the Paint because we have another thing to do. Okay. This is the place we have the website in the computer. Now, instead we type Google and mkdir Yasiru. mkdir. Okay. Now, if you go to this website and go to Yasiru folder, there is the thing not found. You cannot find this folder in the website, web server. That is correct. But if we created the folder called mkdir, I think you guys understand now this because I have already taught you this thing. And go to execute the command, and you will see there is a folder created inside that one called Yasiru. And if we refresh this one, you will see the folder, right? Now what can we do? We can create Python files in that, right? We are the god now. We have the access. Okay. Now, what I will do is create a Python file inside the Yasiru's folder. Okay. How can we do that? It is simple. Google.com and echo. I want to import base 64. Echo import base 64. This is a string. And I want to insert a new line. This I don't know the name. This symbol is the way you tell you want to create a new line, and I want to write it to the Yasiru inside snap.py. Okay. Now this is the command. This thing will be automatically added. So then we copy this and paste. And inside Yasiru, here you can see there is a Python file called snap. Correct. Now we have imported the snap file base 64. Now I want to turn on the camera of that laptop. Turn on the camera and take the photos. Okay, that would be interesting, right? If we can turn on the camera of someone's computer and take photos. That is that is bad. But that is interesting. So how can we do that? Okay, I have already created the Python file for that. I will show you, and you have the record, and you can see, right? Here, snapshot.py. Only 17 lines, even with space. Okay. Even with spaces, only 16 lines. Okay. What I do is open the for 10 times. I open the camera, take pictures each 1 second, and save it. That's all. That's all I do. Okay. So this is the Python file, but I need to send this Python file to that. We cannot send this much lines, right? We can do. It will take time, but it is nice if we can send this Python file in single line. We have done that. We did that, right? Now we have the Python file. What we did, we opened the file, read the content, and encoded it using base 64, right? Then we got a string. Do you remember what I am telling here? Here we have to encode this one, and we send this string, and what? Base 64 decode base 64 exec. That is what we should do, right? So I have, because we don't have time, I have previously encoded this one using Python. Okay. What I did was I opened the snapshot.py as a file. I read the content, and then encode base 64 content. This is the encoded string. I'm not going to do it again. Okay. Now what I want to do is copy this one. Copy selection. Now what we should do is we need to say google.com. Then automatically there will be ping in that computer. That is not the interesting part. What we want to do is we want to write that piece of code to that Python file we created, right? Correct, guys? This is the last part and the last few minutes, and most interesting part. I will show you the Python file before I do that. Here we said that import base 64. That is the only line it has. Now what we want to do is we want to that the second line, exec line. Okay. Now what we want to do is, and what is the command? Echo what? Echo exec b base 64 dot b64 decode. Inside that we need to place the encoded string, and we have to write that to what? Inside the Yasiru. What is the file's name? Snap, right? Snap.py. Is that the name? Yeah, snap.py. And inside this one, we have to place the string we copied, right? Got it? Got it, guys? Huh? What? I cannot. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you cannot make mistakes like that. It should be snap. Okay, now what I'm going to do is copy this one and paste it to the web server. And what I should write here? What I should write here? This encoded. Oh my God. Encoded string here. Correct. Then I'm going to execute the. Then now, if I show you the Python file, is it not? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not logged in. Now, if I show you the Python file again, here you can see the second line. It says exec base64 b64 decode and this. Okay. Now what we need to do is execute the Python file. I think you guys know already how to execute Python files, right? So let's do it in this one, google.com and cd yasiro. We have to go into the yasiro's folders first, right? Then what? Python snap.py, correct? If you run this one, you can see it is taking the pictures, but that is not very interesting because we cannot go to the victim's lab and see the photos it took and save there, right? It would be very much interesting if I can see through the website, right? So how can we see them? We can go to this URL, and we know that we created the folder called Yasiro, right? Now you can see the content inside, and you can click and see the photos it took. Correct? Right? Got it? Did you guys? Okay. Now that is over. The time is over. I cannot keep this too long. I have created many things to show you, but we don't have enough time. Now what I want to do is shut down the server, so no one can access the website. Oh, before we do that, we will delete something. Okay, we can delete something. It would be interesting too. Okay, right? Now, do you know how to rename a file using command prompt? No? Me too. So Google how to rename a file using CMD. Please, okay, this is the way. Desktop, rename, hello, goodbye, txt. Correct? Right? That is the command. Now, I want to go to this one and check whether it is working or not again. Now, guys, when we hit the user login, guys, listen up. When we hit the user login, it is going to what? Which login.php, right? That is the location it is going to go, right? If we rename the login.php to whatever you want, this link will be what? Broken, right? So what I want to do is, google.com and rename login.php to what? Login.php to what? Single change, login _.php. Let's say. Now let's try to go to this login file. Not found. The link is broken. We can destroy a website, right? We can even format the whole laptop if you want, but I'm not going to do that because my roommate will be killing me. Okay, so I am just going to like I'm going to even like we can do whatever we want. That is the point, right? We have the access now, right, guys? Correct. So finally, I want to shut down the computer, right? I want to shut down the computer. So what is the command for the shutdown? How to do you guys know how to shut down a computer? No. Shut down using CMD. What is the command? Shutdown /s or -s. So let's, guys, now I have told you how to do that. Please shut down the computer, please. Now I am happy. Yeah, you got the idea. Now why this message? Why it is not shut down yet? Because it at the timer automatically when we use the shutdown command, shutdown /s, it will shut down in 60 seconds. That is the default time. Okay. Now for extra knowledge, this is how you do that. So okay, it is shutting down. If you want to shut down a computer immediately, shut down -s, then you want to specify the time interval -t. Okay, -t. Then the number of seconds you have to wait until the shutdown. So if you execute this command, it will automatically shut down in 1 second. Correct? But since you haven't typed the time, it took 60 seconds to shut down. Correct? So that is the thing. I had many things to show you. I even created a backdoor and many interesting parts, but I didn't have enough time. We will do it tomorrow. Okay. In tomorrow's session, I would like to show you an ARP attack. I will briefly explain in 5 minutes what ARP is, so you will be interested. ARP is the address resolution protocol. Okay, address resolution protocol. So if imagine you have your router in the home, okay, all your devices is connected to router. When you request a site from internet, let's say Google, correct, it is going to go through the router, and router is forwarding that to Google. That is what happened, right? Tomorrow what we are going to do is we are going to intercept the connection between your laptop and the router. And when you type google.com, it is not going to go to router. It is going to come to me. Okay. And I can edit whatever you send and forward. And if you want to go to Google, but I want you to go to YouTube, I can change that and give you YouTube. But when you type Google, you will see YouTube. Okay, that is very, very harmful, because say that you are downloading a picture, but I'm in the middle, right? I can put a virus inside the image and send it to you. You will think that is rigid because you are the one who downloaded it, but I have intercepted and changed it. When you click on the picture, there will be a virus inside your laptop. It may be taking photos like that through your webcam, right? It is very harmful. So I'm going to show you how to do that and how to defend it using Raspberry Pi. How to defend it. Mostly how to defend the attack. How to defend yourself. I'm not going to talk about the attack too much. I'm just going to show you how to do that in 5 minutes. And tomorrow's workshop will be defending. Okay, and you will be using Raspberry Pis, and we will give you Raspberry Pis. You will be forming groups and create a device, right? That is the tomorrow's content, and today's content is